Lily was a strange elf woman who lived at the edge of Space Colony Frontier 6. Her pointed ears and glowing green eyes made her stand out among the humans, but it was her 3 pet dragons that truly made her famous. The smallest dragon was Ruby, with scales like fire under sunlight. The middle one was sapphire blue as the deepest ocean. The largest was emerald with scales that shimmered green like her eyes. These were not the giant monsters of old Earth legends, but clever creatures the size of large dogs that could breathe small flames and fly short distances. Lily worked as a translator. She had a gift for understanding languages that no computer could match. Even aliens who visited the colony sought her help. This made some people nervous, especially the colony leader Diane Roberts, who worried about security risks. One night as Lily slept, her communication device lit up with strange symbols. She woke to find Ruby staring at the screen. The dragon seemed worried. Lily looked at the message. Her heart raced. These were not words from any species she knew. The symbols pulsed with light that seemed alive. Lily touched the screen. The symbols flew into her skin like tiny sparks of electricity. She fell back onto her bed, unable to move as knowledge filled her mind. Images flooded her thoughts. A vast ship approaching the colony. A species ancient and powerful, seeking something lost long ago, and now they had found it. The dragons Lily woke hours later. Ruby, sapphire, and emerald circled above her, making soft, worried sounds. She tried to speak, but different words came out, words in the alien language. The dragons understood. They landed beside her, bobbing their heads. She could feel their thoughts now. They were not pets. They were scouts sent ahead by their people, hidden in human form all these years, waiting for the right moment. Lily tried speaking normally again, but could not. The alien language had replaced her own. This was how the ancient dragon species communicated. Through chosen speakers, she sent a message to her friend Olivia Martinez asking for help. Within an hour, Olivia arrived at her small home outside the colony. "What happened to you?" Olivia asked, when Lily could only respond with strange sounds. Lily wrote everything down on her tablet, showing Olivia the message and explaining what she now knew. The dragons were watching them, their eyes glowing with intelligence. "We need to tell Diane," Olivia said. But when they tried to leave, Ruby blocked the door. The dragon shook its head. "They want peace," Lily wrote, "but they fear humans will react badly. How do we prove humans can be trusted?" Olivia asked. Lily looked at her dragons. They sent images to her mind. She wrote quickly, "We must go to the mountain peak. Tonight their ship will arrive. They will speak only through me." Olivia was scared but curious too. She had always believed there was more to Lily than others saw. And now these dragons. It all made sense. Lily was special because she was meant to be a bridge between worlds. That night, Olivia helped Lily prepare. She packed supplies in case they needed to stay on the mountain. The dragons were restless, flying around the small house and looking to the stars. As they prepared to leave, someone knocked. On the door, it was Sam, one of the colony guards. "Diane wants to see you," he said, looking at Lily with suspicion. "She heard you were sick, but got a strange message." Lily could not speak. She looked at Olivia for help. "She has a throat problem," Olivia said. Quickly, she wrote me asking for medicine. The guard looked at the dragons, who were watching him closely. He never liked these creatures. They seemed too smart for pets. "I can take her message to Diane," he offered. Olivia shook her head. "No need, I will. Bring Lily tomorrow when she feels better." The guard left, but Lily knew he would report back to Diane. The colony leader was already suspicious of her. The dragons sensed danger. Ruby hissed softly. "We need to leave now," Olivia whispered. They slipped out through the back of the house. The dragons led the way, staying low and avoiding the main paths to the mountain. Night had fallen, and twin moons lit the sky. The mountain loomed ahead, dark against the stars, as they climbed. Lily felt stronger. The alien knowledge in her mind was settling. She still could not speak human languages, but she understood them. She wrote to Olivia explaining more. "The dragons are not from this world. Their ancestors came here thousands of years ago. They left some of their young to watch over something hidden in the mountain. Something powerful. What is it? Olivia asked. Lily shook her head. I only see flashes. A crystal, a power source. Their world is dying. They need it back. They reached a flat area near the top. The dragons moved ahead, suddenly alert. Lily felt it too. A presence. A vast mind touching hers. The sky above them rippled like water. The stars blurred. Then a massive shape appeared. A ship larger than anything humans had built. It hung silently above. Then a beam of light shot down, touching the ground in front of Lily. The dragons bowed their heads. The light changed color, forming a shape. It was tall, with a body that seemed made of light and crystal. Greetings, speaker, the being said in her mind. Lily felt words form in her throat, words in the alien language she spoke, and the being responded. Olivia watched in amazement as Lily and the light being talked. The dragons sat in a circle around them. Protective behind them came voices and lights. Guards from the colony were climbing the mountain. The light being noticed too. The beam brightened. Lily gasped as more knowledge filled her mind. They need to take me and the dragons. She wrote quickly to Olivia. Tell Diane what happened. Tell her they mean no harm. They only want what is theirs. The guards were getting closer. Their voices carried in the night air. You need to go, Olivia said. Lily nodded and stepped into the light. The dragons followed her. The beam brightened, then vanished. Lily and her, dragons gone. The guards arrived, led by Diane herself. What was that light, she demanded. Where is Lily? Olivia stood alone on the mountain. She would have to explain everything. Yet how could she make them understand that Lily was now among the stars, with her dragons who were not pets at all but beings from another world, and that soon they would return? 3 weeks passed since Lily and her dragons vanished in the beam of light. Olivia tried to explain what happened, but few believed her. Diane ordered a search of the mountain, but they found nothing. No sign of Lily or the dragons. No proof of any. Shipsome thought Lily had run away. Others whispered she was crazy and imagined everything. Only Olivia knew the truth. Her friend was somewhere among the stars with beings ancient and powerful. Olivia kept watching the sky at night, hoping for a sign. One night, as she stood on her porch, she saw a streak of light. It moved unlike any meteor or ship she had seen before. It was coming toward the colony. The light grew bigger, moving fast. Then it slowed, hovering above the colony center. Olivia grabbed her jacket and ran toward it. People were coming out of their homes, pointing at the sky. Diane and her guards were already there, weapons ready. The light descended slowly, taking shape. A ship smaller than what Olivia had seen on the mountain, but still impressive. It touched down in the center of the colony. Plaza, everyone waited. No door opened, no sound came from the ship. Then the surface rippled, and a figure stepped through. It was Lily, but changed. Her skin had a slight shine to it. Her eyes glowed, brighter than before. Her hair moved as if in a breeze, though the air was still, and when she spoke, her voice echoed with power. I bring greetings from the ancients, she said. The 3 dragons appeared beside her. They too had changed. Their colors were brighter, their eyes more knowing. They stood tall and proud. Diane stepped forward, weapons still raised. What happened to you? Where have you been? Lily smiled. I have been among the stars, learning. The dragons are not pets as you thought. They are guardians of this world, sent long before humans arrived. I now speak for both sides. Olivia pushed through the crowd. Lily, she called. Lily turned, her strange new eyes softening at the sight of her friend, Olivia. I have so much to show you. The dragons moved through. The crowd people stepped back, scared but curious. The dragon stopped near Diane. They bowed their heads, showing respect. They mean no harm, Lily said. They have watched humans for centuries. They know your fears, but also your potential. Why did they take you? Diane asked, still suspicious. To learn and to teach, Lily replied. I can now speak their language. I understand their history. They need our help as much as we need theirs. What do they want? Diane demanded. Lily gestured to the ship. A tall figure of light appeared beside her. This is Elder One of the Ancient One's leaders. They seek what was left here ages ago, a power source hidden in the mountain. Without it, their world dies. The light being nodded. Its form shifted, showing glimpses of a body, like crystal and energy. Diane lowered her weapon slightly. How do we know this isn't a trick? Lily turned to the crowd. Mary Bennett, your daughter, Lisa, has been sick for months. Your doctors cannot help her. A woman in the crowd gasped. How did you know? Lily smiled. The ancients have medical knowledge beyond ours. They offer this knowledge freely. They can heal Lisa and many others. The crowd murmured. Some stepped forward, eager to learn more. Others stayed back, unsure. Diane watched them all, her face troubled. Lily continued. The ancients will share star maps showing safe paths through space, new worlds where humans can build colonies, technologies to clean your oceans and heal your atmosphere. All they ask in return is the crystal their ancestors left here. Is this crystal dangerous? Diane asked. Only if misused, Lily said. In the right hands, it powers ships and cities. It heals worlds. It has been hidden here, waiting for them to return. The Elder One moved forward, light trailing from its form. It reached out, a hand made of energy. A small object appeared floating above its palm, a model of their world. Olivia realized, a planet dying, parts of it, dark and lifeless. Elder One spoke, and Lily translated. Our world fails. Our young ones die. We need the heart crystal to restore balance. We ask for your help to recover what is ours. Diane looked at Lily, at the dragons, at the being of light, then at her people watching, waiting. What if we refuse? Lily shook her head. They will not force you. They do not conquer or destroy. But without the crystal, their civilization ends. Billions die. Is that what humans want? The death of an entire species. Olivia stepped forward. I believe them. I saw the ship on the mountain. I saw how the dragons protected Lily. They could have harmed us at any time, but they didn't. Others joined her, people who had known Lily, people who had seen the dragons grow up in the colony. They were strange. Yes, but never dangerous. Diane still hesitated. What exactly do they need us to do? Lily pointed. To the mountain. The crystal is deep within, protected by ancient technology. Only a combined effort will reach it, human and ancient together. The dragons will guide us. The Elder One nodded, and the image of the dying world faded. The being returned. To the ship, leaving Lily and the dragons outside. We have 3 days, Lily said. The alignment of your moons creates the path to the crystal chamber. After that, it will be hidden for another cycle. 50 Earth years. Diane looked at her guards, at her people, at Lily with her strange new eyes and her dragons. We will help, she said finally. But we go carefully. Trust is earned, not given. Lily nodded, understanding. I would expect nothing less. That night, plans were made. Teams formed. Equipment gathered. The colony buzzed with excitement and fear. First contact with an ancient species. A mission to save a world. Olivia sat with Lily in her old home, catching up. The dragons curled nearby. Listening. What was it like out there? Olivia asked. Lily smiled. Their world is beautiful even as it dies. Crystal cities, oceans that glow with life, ships that travel between stars in moments. The ancients are old, Olivia. Older than human civilization. They have seen species rise and fall. They chose Earth to hide their treasure because they saw potential in the primitive humans. They watched us grow. They hoped we would be ready when they returned. And are we? Olivia asked. Lily looked at her dragons, then back at her friend. We will see tomorrow. We journey to the heart of the mountain together. Dawn broke over the colony as the expedition prepared to leave. 20 people were chosen for the mission. Diane led the human team with 6 guards and scientists. Lily led with her 3 dragons and the Elder One, who had taken a more solid form, for the journey. The mountain stood tall against the morning sky. Snow capped its peak, though the colony below was warm. The path would be difficult. Olivia checked her pack one last time. She was not a scientist or a guard, but Lily had insisted she, "Come you bridge worlds too in your own way," Lily had told her. "You see with an open heart." They set out as the twin suns rose higher. The dragons flew ahead, scouting. Ruby would return often with images in her mind that Lily shared with the group. Dangerous paths, easier routes, hidden caves. By midday, they reached the tree line. The air grew thin. The dragons seemed stronger here, more at home. Lily, too, walked with new energy. Her skin glowed faintly as if light lived beneath it. They reached a flat area, where they stopped to rest. Elder One stood apart, staring at the peak, its crystal body changing colors with the light. "How much farther?" Diane asked, wiping sweat from her face. Lily pointed to a dark opening halfway up the peak. "That is the entrance to the crystal chamber. But the path is hidden by more than rock." "What does that mean?" One of the scientists, named Kate, asked. Lily smiled. "The ancients left guardians more than just the dragons." As if summoned by her words, the ground trembled. Rocks shifted. A shape rose from the mountainside, a being that seemed made of stone and crystal. Its eyes glowed with the same energy as Elder One. The stone being spoke its voice like grinding rock. The dragons bowed to it. Lily translated. "Who seeks the heart crystal?" It asked. Elder One stepped forward. Speaking in the ancient language, Lily translated again. "The ancient ones have returned. The heart crystal is needed." The stone guardian looked at the humans, its eyes lingering on each face. "These ones are not ancient. They are young, full of fear and pride." "Why do they come to help?" Diane said before Lily could translate. "To learn." The stone being seemed surprised that Diane had spoken directly to it. It leaned down to look closer at her. "You speak with courage." "Little one, yet the path ahead requires more than brave words. It demands sacrifice." "What kind of sacrifice?" Diane asked, her hand moving to her weapon. "Not blood," Lily said quickly. "The guardian means we must leave something behind to move forward." "Something. We value something that holds us back." The guardian nodded. "The path opens only to those who release their burdens. A fear, a doubt, a possession. The price is different for each one." Elder One stepped forward first. It held out a crystal from its body. The crystal contained swirling light like a captured star. The guardian took it, and the crystal sank into its stone body. "The ancient gives knowledge," the guardian said. "A memory of their world before the dying." The dragons went next, each offering something. Ruby gave a scale, Sapphire a tear, Emerald a small flame from her breath. The guardian accepted each gift. "Now the humans," the guardian said, its eyes fixed on Diane. First, Diane hesitated. What could she give? What burden did she carry? Then slowly she removed her weapon and laid it before the guardian. "My distrust?" she said. "I offer this." The guardian nodded. One by one, each human stepped forward, offering something personal. A locket. A fear named aloud. A promise made. When Olivia's turn came, she hesitated, then took out a small notebook. "My doubt," she said, "I never believed I belonged here. Now I let that go." The guardian took each offering. When all had given something, it stepped aside, revealing a path that hadn't been there before. "The way is open," it said, "but be warned. The heart crystal responds to intent. Take only what you truly need." They moved past the guardian into a tunnel that sloped downward. Strange lights glowed in the rock, illuminating their way. The air grew warmer as they descended. Lily explained more. The heart crystal was left here as a seed, a piece of the ancients' world to keep safe. If their planet died completely, the crystal would allow them to begin again. "Why Earth?" Kate asked. Lily smiled. "Earth sits at a crossroads of space. Paths the ancients saw potential in early humans. They believed one day both species might work together. They walked for hours, the tunnel winding deeper into the mountain. Smaller passages branched off, but the dragons kept them on the main path. Ruby leading Emerald guarding the rear. Finally, the tunnel opened into a vast cavern. The ceiling soared high above them, glittering with crystal formations, but it was what stood in the center that took their breath away. A crystal pillar tall as 3 humans, it pulsed with blue-white energy like a heartbeat. Smaller crystals grew from the floor around it, forming a circle. Elder. One made a sound of joy, its body glowing brighter in response to the crystal, the heart. Crystal Lily whispered, "It has waited so long." Elder One approached the crystal circle but stopped at its edge. The Guardian spoke of intent. Lily translated, "Intent matters. The crystal must be asked, not taken." Diane stepped forward beside Elder One. "What do we do?" Elder One spoke softly, light flowing from its form to the crystal. The pillar pulsed faster in response, Lily explained. "The Elder asks permission to take what they need. No more." The crystal flashed suddenly. A beam of light shot from it, touching Elder One. Then it spread, to Lily, to the dragons, to the humans. Each felt a warmth, a questioning presence in their minds. "It reads us," Lily said. "It knows why we came." The light withdrew. Then slowly a small piece of the crystal separated from the pillar. It floated toward Elder One, hovering before it. "This is enough," Elder One said through Lily. "This will save our world. We need not take all." The small crystal fragment was the size of a human hand, yet it glowed with intense power. Elder One reached for it, then paused. Turning, "To Diane, among our people this moment would be shared," Lily translated. "We offer you a gift in return." Elder One gestured at the pillar. A different piece separated from it, smaller than the first. It floated to Diane, a seed. "Crystal," Lily explained it, "will grow slowly. It can teach your scientists about clean energy, about healing your world. Use it wisely." Diane accepted the small crystal. It was warm in her hand, pulsing gently like a tiny heart. As they watched, the main crystal pillar shifted, its light dimming slightly. Then the smaller crystals around it began to glow brighter. "What is happening?" Kate asked, her scientific curiosity. Overcoming her awe, "It balances." Lily said, "It gives but remains strong. The ancients never take without giving." In return, Elder One bowed to the crystal, then turned to lead them back. A new path opened in the cavern wall, one that would take them up and out. Not the way they had come, but a faster route. As they left the chamber, Olivia looked back. The crystal pillar stood tall and proud, its mission fulfilled after thousands of years of waiting. She wondered what other secrets the mountain held, what other wonders the ancients might show them. The universe suddenly seemed much larger, and Earth much smaller. But somehow more important, their world was a crossroads, a meeting place, and now they were not alone. The return journey from the crystal chamber was faster than their climb. The new path led them down the mountain through passages that glowed with soft light. They emerged near the colony as the twin suns were setting, turning the sky purple, and gold people gathered to watch them return. Elder One carried the heart crystal fragment carefully, its body glowing with renewed energy. The dragons walked proudly beside Lily, who now seemed more alien than elf. Her connection to the ancients growing. Stronger with each passing hour, Diane held the seed crystal given to them. It pulsed with gentle light. Scientists crowded around, eager to study it, but Diane kept it close. This gift came with responsibility. That night a celebration was held. Elder One connected the heart crystal to its ship. A beam of light shot into the sky, sending a message to the ancient homeworld: help was coming. Their planet would be saved. Lily translated as Elder One addressed the colony. "We have waited thousands of years for this moment. Our world's now connected by more than just a crystal. We see in humans what we once were. Curious, determined, resilient. We offer alliance." Diane stepped forward, accepting the offer on behalf of the colony. "We have much to learn from you, and perhaps something to teach as well." Elder One agreed. Knowledge should flow both ways. The ancients would send teachers. Humans would visit their world when it was healed. Humanity would take its place among the stars, not as children, but as partners. As the celebration continued, Lily found Olivia watching from a distance. "What will you do now?" Olivia asked. "The dragons are returning home with Elder One. Will you go too?" Lily looked at her dragons. They were playing with colony children, showing off their flying skills and gentle flame breath. She smiled. "I am both human and ancient now. A bridge, I will stay here but visit their world too. The dragons will remain with me. We are bonded." Olivia nodded, relieved. She had feared losing her, friend to the stars. Over the next week, Elder One prepared to leave. The heart crystal fragment was secured in the ship. Scientists from the colony worked with ancient technology learning principles that would advance human science by centuries. Kate, the scientist who had joined the mountain expedition, was chosen to return with Elder One to study the ancient homeworld. She would be the first human to travel beyond their solar system. She was both excited and terrified. The night before the ship was to leave, Lily woke suddenly. The dragons were alert. Ruby hissed softly. Something was wrong. Lily reached out with her new senses, feeling danger approaching. She ran to Diane's quarters, waking her. "Something comes," she said. "Someone who wants the crystal." As if summoned by her words, alarms sounded throughout the colony. A ship had entered orbit, not ancient design. Olivia joined them as they rushed to the command center. On the screens they watched a ship approach, larger than any human vessel. Its design aggressive, its intent clear. "They come from Earth," Diane said. "The government heard about the crystal. They want it for themselves." Elder One appeared, its form shifting with concern. "These humans do not understand what they seek. The crystal responds to intent. If taken by force, it could destroy." The Earth ship sent a message demanding the colony surrender any alien technology. Representatives would arrive to claim it for study. Lily looked at Diane. "What will you do?" Diane stood tall. "This colony declared independence from Earth 5 years ago. They have no authority here, but they have weapons," Olivia pointed out. Elder One stepped forward, the ancient ship rising behind it. "I can take the heart, crystal, and leave. Save my world. Your colony would be safe." "No," Lily said suddenly. "We stand together. The ancients chose Earth for a reason. They saw what humans could become, not what they are. We must show them. They were right." Elder One considered, then nodded. "My ship has defenses. We will protect the colony until the Earth ship understands." The Earth ship landed outside the colony. A group of officials and soldiers marched toward the gates. Diane met them with Lily and Elder One beside her. The dragons watched from nearby, ready to defend if needed. The Earth commander, a stern woman named Patricia, stepped forward. "We have orders to secure all alien technology and life forms for study and protection of Earth interests." Diane stood firm. "Frontier 6 is an independent colony. We make our own agreements. The ancients are our allies, not specimens for study." Patricia frowned. "We have authorization to use force if necessary." Elder One moved forward, its crystal form glowing. "Your weapons would harm your own kind. We seek only to retrieve what is ours and leave in peace." Patricia studied Elder One with cold eyes. "Your technology could advance Earth defenses by decades. Perhaps save us from future threats." Lily stepped between them. "The crystal cannot be taken by force. It responds to intent. It could destroy your ship, your weapons, yourselves." The commander hesitated, clearly doubting. Lily continued. "We offer something better. Alliance knowledge exchange. The ancients will share with all of humanity, not just your government, but as equals, not as prizes of war." The dragons moved closer. Ruby, sapphire, and emerald, their colors bright in the fading light. They were no longer pretending to be simple pets. Their true nature as guardians. Clear Patricia looked at the dragons, at Elder One, at the ancient ship hovering above. She considered her orders versus the reality before her. Then she lowered her weapon slightly. "Show me, Elder." One produced an image of its homeworld, once beautiful, now dying. Then another image of what it could be again, with the heart crystal. The same technology could heal Earth's wounded atmosphere, clean its oceans, power its cities. You have a choice. Lily said, take by force and gain nothing. Learn together and gain everything. Patricia was silent for a long moment. Her soldiers watched, waiting. She looked at Diane, at Lily, at Elder One. Then she lowered her weapon completely. My orders did not account for this situation. Diane smiled. Few orders ever do when facing the unknown. That evening, representatives from Earth, the colony, and the ancients gathered. The dragons sat in a circle around them, symbols of the bond between worlds. A new agreement was formed. The heart crystal would return to the ancient homeworld. Earth would receive knowledge and technology. In exchange, Colony Frontier 6 would become an embassy between worlds. Lily and her dragons would serve as ambassadors. As the talks concluded, Patricia approached Lily privately. I was sent to bring back a weapon, she admitted. Instead, I found a future. Lily nodded, understanding. The universe is larger than any one world. Its future depends on bridges, not walls. The dragons sensed her thoughts. They circled above the gathering, breathing gentle flames that danced in the night air. A celebration of what was to come, a new chapter for both humans and ancients, and at the center of it all a strange elf woman and her 3 dragons who were never truly pets but messengers from the stars. 1 year passed since Elder One departed with the heart crystal fragment. Kate, the colony scientist, went with them to learn and observe human and ancient working together. The colony had changed. Frontier 6 was now known throughout human space as First Contact Colony. A place where humans and aliens met as equals. The seed crystal given by the ancients had grown. It now powered the entire colony with clean energy that never faded. Lily stood on the mountain peak where it all began. Ruby, sapphire, and emerald flew above her, playing in the thin air. Her appearance had continued to change. Her skin now had a faint pattern like scales in certain light. Her eyes glowed softly in darkness. Her connection to the dragons and the ancients, stronger than ever. Olivia joined her, bringing news from Earth. Governments were fighting over access to ancient technology. Some wanted weapons, others clean energy. Many simply feared the unknown. The seed crystal works because we asked, not demanded, Lily said. The ancients understand intent better than humans do. Their technology responds to the heart, not just the mind. Olivia nodded. The Earth representatives were coming again tomorrow. They wanted to know when the ancients would return with more technology. Some were impatient. Lily smiled. They will return when the time is right, not before. As they watched the twin suns setting, Emerald suddenly stopped flying. Her head turned to the sky. The other dragons noticed too. They circled Lily, sending images to her mind. They come, Lily said, her voice carrying the echo of ancient language. A light appeared in the darkening sky, growing larger. A ship, but not the same as Elder One's. This one was larger. Its design, more complex. They watched as it approached, hovering over the colony center. Lily and Olivia hurried down the mountain, the dragons flying ahead to announce the arrival. By the time they reached the colony center, a crowd had gathered. Diane stood ready to greet the visitors. The ship settled gently on the ground, its surface rippling like water. A doorway appeared and 3 figures emerged. The first was Kate, the scientist who had left with Elder One. She looked different somehow. Taller, her eyes having a new depth to them, the knowledge of stars behind them. The second was Elder One, its crystal form now even more complex and beautiful. The third was new, a being that seemed made of light and darkness together, its form shifting between solid and energy. Lily stepped forward, bowing slightly. The dragons did the same. The new being returned the gesture. This is Lifesinger Elder. One explained through Lily, our leader. The one who will use the heart crystal to heal our world. Lifesinger spoke, its voice like music in their minds. Images filled their thoughts. A world healing, crystal cities growing again, oceans beginning to glow with renewed life. We bring thanks, Life, Singer said, and gifts. Kate stepped forward, smiling at her old friends. I have seen wonders, she told them. Their world is ancient, beautiful, even in its dying. Now it begins to live again. Life Singer moved to the center of the gathering. It raised its hands and objects appeared floating in the air. Small crystals, each a different color. These are teaching. Crystals, Life Singer explained. Each contains knowledge. Medical science, energy systems, space travel, biology, art, history. All freely given. Diane accepted the crystals with gratitude. This will change everything, she said. Not everything, Life Singer corrected. Some things should remain as they are. The human spirit. The drive to explore. The capacity to care for others. These need no changing. The dragons circled above, sensing the importance of the moment. Ruby landed beside Lily, nuzzling her hand. Sapphire and Emerald joined them, forming a protective circle. Life Singer turned to Lily. You have served well as bridge between worlds. The dragons chose wisely when they found you. Now we offer you choice. Lily looked up, surprised. You may return with us, Life Singer continued. See our world, learn our ways, become more than you are. Or remain here, continue as bridge, grow in your own way. The dragons watched Lily, their eyes knowing they would follow her either way, their loyalty beyond question. Lily looked at Olivia, at Diane, at the colony that had been her home. She thought of the stars of the ancient world with its crystal cities and vast knowledge. I stay, she said finally. My place is here, building the bridge, growing the connection between our worlds. Life Singer nodded as if expecting this answer. You are wise, the hardest path is often the right one. The celebration lasted late into the night. The ancients shared stories of their history. Humans told tales of Earth. The dragons performed aerial displays that lit up the sky with their flame breath as the gathering continued. Kate found Lily standing apart, watching. There is something else, she said quietly. Something. Life Singer did not tell everyone. Lily sensed the seriousness in her voice. What is it? Kate looked around, making sure they were alone. The ancients have enemies, others who seek the heart crystal for themselves. They have searched for centuries. Now that the crystal has moved, they may come looking. Lily frowned. The dragons sensed her, concern gathering closer. Are we in danger? Kate shook her head. Not immediately. The ancients have defenses. And now so do you. The seed crystal protects more than it appears. But you should know. The universe is larger and more complex than we imagined. Not all who travel the stars are like the ancients. Lily nodded, understanding. This was why she needed to stay, to help prepare humanity, for friends and enemies alike. The next morning, Life Singer and Elder One prepared to leave. Kate would stay behind, this time to help study the teaching crystals, to prepare humans for a wider universe before boarding the ship. Life Singer approached Lily one last time. In our history, it said there was a time when we were like humans. Young, curious, sometimes foolish, but with great potential. We see that same potential in your kind. Guard it well. Lily promised. The dragons added their own pledge, sending images of protection and vigilance to the ancient leader. As the ship rose into the sky, Lily stood with Olivia, Diane, Kate, and the entire colony, watching the dragons circled above them. Guardians of two worlds now joined. What comes next? Olivia asked. Lily smiled. Everything, she said. The stars await. But we must be ready. We must grow wise before we grow powerful. The ancients learned this lesson. We must learn it too. The ship vanished in a flash of light. The dragons returned to Lily, landing beside her. They were no longer pretending to be simple pets. They were ambassadors between worlds, guides for humanity, as it took its first steps into a larger universe. And Lily, the strange elf woman who had once been just a translator, now stood at the center of it all. Neither fully human nor ancient, but something new. A true bridge between worlds. Her journey only, beginning the seed crystal in the colony center, pulsed with light as if in agreement. The future would bring challenges. Friends and enemies alike would come seeking humanity. But they would be ready. guided by an elf woman and her 3 dragons who had never been pets at all but messengers from the stars bringing humanity the greatest gift of all, knowledge that they were not alone.